Alright, here we go again. There were some technical difficulties that stopped the video from recording. So, anyway, this is Children of the Nile. And this is my city. And I'm quite proud of it. I did use the scenario editor to tweak things. How I like them. And to work on my layouts to see how they'd work without waiting forever. This game was made in 2004, so it's clearly dated at 16 years old, but it's really good still, I think. And if you love ancient Egypt like I do, it's an exceptional game. It's a residential sector. That's a hospital. That's the apothecary, shops, people working in the shops. That's a priest. Of course, people don't really acknowledge other people they walk through, and there's clipping and physics issues, but again, 16 years old. Come on, guys. 16 years old. And the game was in development for over a year, so 17 years. But I love the care that they put into this game. For example, like no two townhouses are exactly the same. I mean, some will be, but you know, it's not overly dull. Like these are shrines. The foundations for the shrines look a little different. They're not all the same. Of course, they look different on the inside depending on which god that you that you allocate it towards. I do not have COVID-19 yet. I do need to drink water, and I had talked prior just to have the video be disrupted by a window that was in front of the camera asking me to verify who I was, which I was not happy about, but oh well. Let me get the map going. I'll show you guys the farmland. Hide the interface. Shipbuilders and barge landings. These are the pastoral people. They've had evidently a big harvest. Probably should have started here to show the fields, because it's significantly more boring without the amber waves of grain. But I had a nice system to keep people worshipping how they like, mixing the upper class and lower class so that there's some harmony. People being able to worship and get health care.
Hi there.
Hello. I wish the camera controls were different, but again, this is a 16-year-old game. 17-year-old development tools. It's a 32-bit game. So there's one of my entrances. I have 4. I decided to wall this city. I never really use walls, but I decided to do it mostly for aesthetic reasons, because in this scenario you don't have to worry about attacking Nubians or Assyrians or Hittites or Greeks. I did tweak things to put a great library in, but that did not work out very well. So yeah, I put all my achievements in front of it. I wish it served a function, but it's just for prestige. And I'm about to finish the Great Pyramid. But these are cult temples, like really big temples. They don't see as much use as shrines do. I'll back up. And I made a massive labor complex. And yeah, this is a cheat, pretty much. I put resource nodes in a block right by these people that can make them because reasons. I just wanted to refine my city layout, and I was pretty happy with my layout. The Great Pyramid's probably nearly done. So I will speed up time. So yeah, 98% done. And I have, this is the largest of the pyramids, the Great Pyramids. I have several large ones. Now, this is a scenario edited thing, so I did not do this the long and hard way. I do what I do so that I can learn quickly how best to build a city. And I get new ideas here and there. And they have a nice editor. And man, I just love the music to this game. It's just the best. Oh, and I got a good flood too. I will, when they start planting, I will take a pedestrian tour along the fields. I do have some malnutrition issues, and I might be able to fix those by changing the crops that are grown. But there we go. Just one. But I can't pat myself on the back too hard, other than my city design. But yeah, I'm gonna click keep playing. So we got the flood going. And I will slow the game down when... Oops. I wish the camera controls were easier, but that's just not in the cards. Take a trip along the Nile. It's a very nutrient-rich flood. I guess people are getting in reed boats and crossing the Nile to get other resources and bring them home. I've got plenty of graduates, a couple of vagrants. They're a little detailed and okay. There's little detailed in the game that I wish you could you know, hire vagrants to sweep the streets, have laborers maintain temples and freshen them up, and that sort of thing. I'm gonna get on a pedestrian level.
You think these plants would still grow without me digging at them constantly? Ah, but what do I know?
People working and planting. Again, up close it looks very unimpressive, but it looks better further away. But again, I have to harken back to the fact that this is 17 years old. This was quite a game for its day, and I don't think it's had its proper appreciation. I say that as an armchair Egyptologist, as well as a gamer. I am a veteran gamer. I've been gaming for 40 years. started with Pong. Worked my way through the Atari 2600, the Nintendo Entertainment System, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, then the PC. After I graduated high school. Nice little autosave that makes you afraid that the game crashed. That's my favorite. Let's see if I can... Oh, there's a scribe tallying the taxes. He's counting the fields using papyrus. Sometimes they say something smart alecky. It's kind of funny. Sometimes he says, "So you think you deserve this more than the pharaoh or the king, huh?" And I will take a pedestrian walk through the... wow, what business do these folks have? Anyways. Oh, I know what they're doing. Okay. I think that's a priest's wife or royalty. I can bring the interface back up and see. Oh, noble. Yeah. They're wanting more common wares, which I think they want more servants or something, but oh well. This is just a tour of my little city. Wish I could walk a little faster than this. This is not in my control. This is a square. And during holidays and festivals, I was hoping that they would convene here, but they don't. They just go into streets elsewhere. I'm going to back up a little bit. There's a priest. She's evidently, I think she bought some furniture or something. So obviously a statue maker. And I think that's a court. No, it's not a court. What is that? Oh, and I think that's an apothecary. It's an apothecary. Jewelry. And perfumes.
What scorcher.
Cosmetics. Sometimes you can see a guy over here grinding ingredients for cosmetics. Sandals, linen. And there's a monkey. A monkey that's just chilling. Oh, there's the pharaoh. Viewing the realm. I see some slackening. There's a bunch of servant huts and shacks. This is the school. I made this a major educational institution, and I strategically placed it so that I can task the priests with aggressively
This is
educating
way more
people,
work than it's worth, if you ask me.
or partake in other duties. And again, I used the scenario editor to just basically make it a paradise where I could build and do all kinds of things. That's one limitation to this game that I didn't care for. If you wanted to build something and there was a slight incline or a slope, they'd be like, oh, nope, you can't build anything there. Let me tell you, if you want to build something somewhere, you find a way to build something there. You change the landscape. You dig a bit, put a structure there. It's just, I didn't like that aspect of it. I'll back up a little bit, see. It's kind of late in the evening, so I don't think I'd see anybody being taught. Oh, yeah, there is. There's some teaching going on. The reason they were doing this was because it was really hot. And papyrus was expensive and precious, so they didn't let the students write on papyrus. They wrote on plastered clay tablets, or sometimes just clay tablets. Sometimes you'll hear ancient Egyptian wisdom from the teachers. I've spent too much time on this video so far, but I thought the first video would have been a little bit better, but it got wrecked. But anyways, there's Mennefer, the walled city, Eneb Hedge. Mennefer, Memphis, Hakapata. Till next time, fair winds for now.